are listening to Wrestling with Savage, the best podcast in the history of podcasts.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, proud to you live at the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, smackdown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage. Why?
Because they are the best tag team in the world today! Woo! George, Wrestling with Savage.
I think George just tried his resume for Tony Khan. I don't know. Up for George, huh?
We're Savage! But of course.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, proud to you live at the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, smackdown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage. Why?
I'm trying to give these two W's. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Wrestling with Savage, and we're fucking live. It's Monday night. Are you guys ready? Here it comes, Raw Talk episode 136, and I'm back here with the full cast tonight for Monday Night Raw. We're here with Jay, Gilch, Anthony, Lewis. How are you gentlemen doing tonight? Is everything cool? Guys all having a good time tonight watching some wrestling? We're not going to get into Monday Night Raw yet. We can't. Because if we got straight into Monday Night Raw, it would be a disservice to the wrestling community. Because this weekend, I don't know about you motherfuckers, but I witnessed something called professional fucking wrestling. I saw some matches on Saturday night. I saw some matches on Saturday afternoon. I particularly enjoyed the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. More than anything. For me, the winner of wrestling last week was FTR versus them boys. God damn, man. That match to me was everything. The second I saw the white tights, I knew exactly what kind of match we were about to see. I want to go to... Who saw the pay-per-view? Raise your hand if you saw the match. Oh, wow. Lewis, so I'm going straight to you, my friend.
Guys doing?
Yeah, I know, right, Lewis? What are they doing? That is a good fucking question. What are they doing? I don't know. What are they doing? What did you think of the match? What did it do for you? Did you think it was the match of the year?
I mean, I thought it was a solid match. It's exactly what I expect from two teams that are so, so great at what they do. I honestly thought FTR was going to go over, but it's also the fact of now we saw them say goodbye, I guess, so it's like, okay, that makes sense. But I thought the match was great. Every bump they took, I was like, just because you could feel the pain going through their faces and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, awesome match. Definitely a contender.
I mean, for me, from everything I've seen this year, I had the Cody-Seth Rollins match at Hell in a Cell, for me, up to this point, was the match of the year. But right now, I don't know. I am tossed up between those two matches for match of the year. There are obviously a lot of other matches that you can argue. 100%. Jay, Gilch, Anthony, I'm going to go straight to you guys right now. Why the fuck didn't you watch the fucking show? Why the fuck aren't you watching the best tag team in the fucking world give you the best fucking match of maybe their careers? This trilogy between them and the boys over there, the Briscoes, who, by the way, they were on Busted Open today. A great interview that they had. It was a lot of fun listening to their reactions to everything 2 days after. And then if you watch the highlights on Instagram, you could see them all fucked up. You know, if you saw the pictures with Dax and Cash, fucking knots on their fucking head, knots on their bodies, bruises, the bleeding. I mean, Jay, did you know that the referee was busted open in this one? 30 fucking 8 years? I'm alive on this earth. I've never fucking seen a referee busted open. I'm telling you, history was made on Saturday, man. And you fucking missed it.
All I'm going to say is this. I think I speak for everybody here. I don't like Ring of Honor.
That's right. I forgot. You like NXT and WWE developmental. Yes,
you could put the best tag team you could put Kenny Omega, I still will not.
That's great, Jay. You don't like it, but you missed a hell of a fucking show and won the week in wrestling. Even the Jericho-Claudio match was good. There were some other good matches on the card, all right? There really was. It was actually a solid pay-per-view, and I got to give it to Ring of Honor, and I got to give...
That's definitely on my list for 2022 of most embarrassing moments.
Well, if you didn't see the pay-per-view, you didn't know at the end of the night Tony Khan makes it official. Ring of Honor is going to get their own fucking show. They're going to get their own catalog. And Ring of Honor is going to live on. And here's something you guys didn't know, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you knew this or not, but I found out today. Very impressed with Tony Khan. Tony Khan and all the executives from Ring of Honor, they did what they had to do to pay everyone on their roster during the whole pandemic. They made sure everybody had food on their table. They took care of their own. And, I just finding this out, it makes me have such more immense respect for everything that Ring of Honor stands for. And I am 100% here to support Ring of Honor. And as a matter of fact, with or without anybody's help, I will be covering Ring of Honor, whether it be in these shows or maybe I give it its own night. We'll see as time goes on, 2023. Some more news. Go, what's up? You got something?
Well, was there any update on where they're going to do it?
No, I didn't hear any. I didn't hear any of that. I think it's going to be like their own app or something like that, own streaming service.
Well, yeah, I think they said that on their own streaming service, they're going to be streaming live every week.
Yeah, and if you want to see the pay-per-views, you got to wait 90 days. After 90 days, I heard that you get the pay-per-view on the app, okay? Which makes sense, because that's why it's called pay-per-view. They want you to actually pay for the fucking view. Now, moving on.
Are you paying for the subscription for the channel, though?
Yeah, but that's for their content and their specials and all the other bullshit they do. Shut the fuck up and give them money, basically. Not you. That's what I'm saying. They're saying to you. They don't care. They want money. Because how do you do things without Tony Khan's money?
Even WWE, who monetizes the fuck out of everything, to their credit, even they have their pay-per-views.
Well, let's be real. Listen, Ring of Honor has their hardcore. They have a legion of hardcore fans. I don't know what that number is. I'm going to speculate it's between. I'm going to speculate it's between 40 to 100,000 dedicated fans. All right, just pure speculation. What do you think, Lewis? If you had to guesstimate right now, loyal Ring of Honor fans existing in the universe today.
That's probably accurate.
Okay.
Really?
Ring of Honor, that's probably accurate. Yeah. I mean, look, ROH has a long lineage of guys, so, if you want to go back and really watch that history...
yeah, that's true. When you go back to,
Dude,
WWE and all them guys, yeah.
There's no lies detected there.
Yeah.
There's no lies detected there. They have, so much catalog. Their catalog is worth the price alone.
That's what I was going to say. That is the one thing. I mean, with their roster, the catalog they have from half those guys when they were just breaking into the business, I'm excited to see a lot of
Think about this, Gilch. What if you're, let's say you're a Bryan Danielson fan, and then you find out that he had 100-something matches that you've never fucking seen. I'm saying you're a hardcore fan. You know what? You're going to go pay for that service so you can watch your favorite wrestler do his fucking thing.
I am certainly going to watch a lot of Tyler Black matches, I can tell you that.
All right, we got to keep moving on with more wrestling news real quick before we get into Monday Night Raw. Riddle apparently failed another drug test, and just so you know, WWE does not test for marijuana. And they said straight out he failed for cocaine. So, that's why he has been ridden off of WWE TV. And from the look on some of your faces, I can see this is first-time news for you. So let me get your reaction. I'll go straight to you, Lewis. How does that hit you? Do we bring him back? Does he get a third chance? Because I hear after that, it's over if he gets another suspension.
I mean, look, the guy sells merch. People like him. Kids like him. At the end of the day, there's so many... It's like a Jeff Hardy, He's going to keep screwing up, but at the end of the day, he's selling merch. So you keep him then, in your world. You get him on the right track.
Well, he's going to rehab right now. He's in rehab.
So, boom. He's in rehab. Get out of rehab, and boom. This is all right. Here's your chance. Let's make some money. Let's work.
All right, Jay. What's your reaction to this news, or did you already hear about it?
Come on, it's no surprise. He's a pothead. He's a cokehead. I knew it all along.
That's
I don't know why you guys are acting like it's a rumor.
Well, I knew he was a pothead. I didn't know he was doing cocaine.
They said he failed.
I think it's just time to cut cords.
All right, Anthony, you got anything to say on that, brother? Do you keep him?
Honestly,
Do you give him another chance?
Put him in rehab. see how he does.
No, I'm saying, like, let's say he goes to rehab, comes back, and, like, a year from now, he fucks up again. Do you keep him at that point? Do you send him to rehab again, or is it over?
No, honestly, you need to send a message to the roster.
I like that statement.
You need to send a message to the main roster saying, hey, you guys want to act like rock stars and you want to do this shit? This is going to be your punishment.
Okay. I agree with you. Gilch, you got anything on this one?
See, he's got to keep it real. At least if he, obviously they don't test for weed, but if they did, he could have just, yelled, kayfabe. I'm just trying to hold my character straight. But yeah, no, I think I'm okay with the 2 chances. I don't think you get another one. I don't think he's proved himself, to be honest, over the long term. He's not like the Jeff Hardy status where the guy's going to get multiple chances. I'm okay. Like, send him to rehab. I mean, this should be it. I mean, I'd give him another chance, but at that point, come on.
I agree with you. My final take on this is this. You're being given right now an opportunity that thousands of people would fucking clamor for. You're giving yourself a bad name because there's going to be parents who find out about this and they're not going to buy your merch, as Lewis says, selling merch. There's going to be some parents who are not going to support this news. Then the kid's going to be like, I like Riddle. Oh, no, you fucking don't.
What do you tell one of those little kids tonight who wants to know why Riddle was like basically given a memorial and like they don't have
last week?
If that kid has Google, he's going to be reading about it and asking his mom, what's cocaine? That's a question that could relatively happen tomorrow morning at the breakfast table. Mom, I just saw on Google they suspended Riddle because he did something called cocaine. What's cocaine, Mom? Could happen tomorrow live on someone's fucking breakfast table. And if it does, I want you to leave it in the comments. Let us know what you think about this. Do you think?
I gotta hear a theory. I got a theory to say about this, and we can
go.
Just stop it because I already knew.
We're moving on anyway. But what's up?
Let me just put it to you like this. Now it's a major concern because he's got tested for cocaine, but we're promoting 420 t-shirts. We're promoting marijuana. We're promoting
hitting the
bongos. We're promoting all this type of stuff to kids. But now it's a problem because now it's what? Another drug substance?
It's cocaine. Cocaine, man. Huh? Do you want to play?
So that's why I say cut the cord. I mean...
All right, you know what? Fuck Riddle. Fuck Riddle. He ain't going to be on TV for like 6 weeks. Say this. Hopefully he does his rehab, does well. And yo, dude, you got plenty of time in your life to do cocaine. Right now is not that fucking time. Wrestle your fucking ass off. Have some of the best matches of your fucking career. Build your fucking legacy. And then retire off onto the sunset and hit those white mountains of cocaine. Go fucking crazy. But do it after you're done with your career. After you've made your fucking money, man. Because you ain't going to make... You might not get another chance to ever make this kind of money this fucking easy ever again. And that's all I gotta say to Riddle. Let's move on. Brock Lesnar versus Gunther at WrestleMania is damn near confirmed. They gave us no indication of this tonight. Maybe we'll get something on SmackDown. Jay, I'll go to you first on this one. What's your reaction to this? Do you want to see this match? I'm actually excited about it. If you want to hear my take real quick, I'm excited about this match because it's different.
I know it's a dream of Gunther, but honestly, I don't want to see it.
Okay, you don't want to see it. All right. Ant, do you want to see this match?
Honestly, yeah. It would be pretty... I want to see 2 big dudes do it, like, with how Brock Lesnar's been wrestling and the way Gunther looks in the ring. That could be an entertaining match to watch.
I 100% agree with that. Lewis, how about you? Is this something that you're interested in, and do you think it should be on night 1 or 2 of Mania?
So how many times have you seen Gunther wrestle somebody who's actually bigger than him?
Not many.
That's
couple of times.
What I'm interested in. As long as they have Gunther go over, because I think it's, we need him to shine, I'm all for it. I think the match is going to be great. When Brock wants to wrestle, the matches are great. So
I think Sheamus weighs more than him, though, at this point. I think, in my opinion.
I mean, of like physical...
100%. 100%. Yeah, but Brock Lesnar is the perfect opponent to not only come out, and Brock Lesnar, like everybody always calls him, he's Teflon. So no matter what happens in this match, he's still Brock Lesnar. Like you said, Gunther has to shine, go over. Gilch, how about you? Night 1, night 2 of Mania? Are you hyped for this?
I'm a little bit. I was kind of towards the end with Brock, and then the face Brock that we got to see for a while was kind of fun. So I think it'd be interesting. I don't know. I guess night one.
Night one, okay.
Put it towards the end of night one.
Okay. I mean, honestly, from what I heard, the card for Mania is supposedly locked in right now, pending one injury, according to sources close to Triple H's war camp. So I think he already has his... I mean, he knows exactly what's happening at the Rumble. He probably has all the deals locked up. Just there's been no announcements made. But we are... don't make a fucking mistake about it. We are on the fucking road to WrestleMania. The Rumble is coming up. I'm hyped for 2023. But let's not get into any of that right now. Let's give a shout out to Creative Pro Wrestling for putting on a fantastic toy drive where they, I believe, ended up with over 5,000 figures to donate to Toys for Tots. Matt Cardona, Fandango, Dirty Dango. The stars were there. Max Caster, AEW Tag Team Champion, VSK, Dr. Cool. The Sweeper, guest on this show, had his own singles match against Vargas. The show was fire. I had a great time. And the fact that Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, and Mark Sterling were all ringside giving everybody free autographs, making sure everybody has a happy Christmas, a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, Happy Hanukkah, whatever the fuck you celebrate. He was there for you. They were there to make sure you had a good fucking time. You got to shake their hands and you know, have an interaction. Maybe you never met them before. Jay, you should have came. You would have got all their autographs for free. Pictures for free.
First of all, just tell them next time I'm charging $60 for a combo, $40 for a photo op. Let them know next time if they want to come.
Lewis, actually, I had a thought earlier. Does Jack do Comic-Con ever?
Nah.
Okay, you're doing Comic-Con next year, and you're going to be helping me move a lot of shit from that store to a van, and we're going to take it, we're going to go, we're going to make Jack a lot of money, and we're going to also advertise Wrestling with Savage. I'll pay for half the booth. I might even pay for the whole fucking booth if he doesn't want to put any money in. But I'm pretty sure I can convince him to put some money in if he wants to put up some fucking merch for sale, god damn it. We're making some fucking money.
Conversation between you guys.
Oh, yeah, I could see that being a big possibility, man. I could see that being a big possibility, because I want to represent Wrestling with Savage at Comic-Con next year. I want to have a banner there. I want to be doing a contest there. Actually, me and Jack were talking yesterday. He wants to do a spectacle. He says he's a good arm wrestler. So I told him I've never lost in arm wrestling. He said, really? He said, let's make an event out of this. Let's make an event out of this. So maybe we can build this up, hype this up for next year's Comic-Con. Savage versus Jack. And, you know, the winner will have to pay some money for a charity or something like that. You know what I mean?
Sounds great to me. I'm excited.
You're excited, right? Make sure you let Jack know. I've never lost in arm wrestling, and I don't see myself losing anytime soon. That's just...
I'll have our guys start making promos now.
Jack, he was going in. He said he could bench like 425. He got me a little intimidated. I was like, God damn, you're a little bulldog, huh?
I've seen him beat some pretty big guys.
Yeah, I believe it. No, he's a big fucking dude. He's got a wide core. So Jack could possibly be the man to beat me, and you're going to have to wait till next year's Comic-Con to find out if it's going to happen. Maybe. I got to talk to him first, see if we can set this up, make it a reality. Pretty exciting news, though, for 2023. It sounds cool to me. Sounds like a good time.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, there's always a lot of wrestlers at Comic-Con. I met Hulk Hogan at a Comic-Con. That was fucking good time. Anyway, let's get into Monday Night Raw. What do you guys say? We dive right in?
Do we have to?
I'll try to make it as quick, as painless as possible. Pfizer 4, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, featuring all the latest build to the upcoming Royal Rumble pay-per-view extravaganza, scheduled for late next month in San Antonio. Bayley opening up Raw with Sky and Kai by her side. Becky Lynch comes in, damages, tries to attack Damage Control at their entrance, takes out Dakota Kai, Io Sky to clear the way for Alexa Bliss to come in and have a chance against Bayley one-on-one. So that's the match. We open up Raw with Alexa Bliss versus Bayley, and this is now for the WWE Raw Women's Championship #1 contendership, okay? Who is it going to be? Bianca Belair makes her way ringside because she wants to watch this. Bayley to Billy in the middle of the ring. Still not enough. Bianca Belair complains about a removed turnbuckle. Bayley gets kicked to the floor. We get a stunner over the middle rope. We get a drop kick from Bliss. She takes a swing at Belair, but it gets blocked. Elbow to Alexa. John with a champ back inside. Shotgun drop kick. Bliss goes up top. Alexa Bliss wins by pinfall with a twisted Bliss. And she is now And I don't know who called it, but I know one of you motherfuckers called this shit. You thought, Gilch, that was you? Did you see this match? All right, so I'll go straight to you then. You called it. No? You have nothing to say about this? You called this.
I've always been an Alexa fan. When did she figure out how to wrestle?
Oh, shit. Damn.
Is it just me? I feel like I used to watch her matches and I used to like enjoy them, and I don't know what happened when, but I mean, honestly, I'm pretty happy because it looks like she's gonna end up being with Bray with these little crazy reality turns. I mean, these mentality turns, all this shit. So that I'm kind of happy with if she's a part of the whatever White Five or faction, whenever the hell that comes around. But in general, I was she always this underwhelming in the ring, and I was just like, like her ass was in the way, so like I was okay with her being more in the ring. Was it me?
Jay, what do you have to say about this match tonight and what Gilch just said?
I mean, I told you guys for months, she's on my list. The list to just get fired and get the fuck out. But now you guys probably finally come into realization and fairy dust is getting off your eyes. I told you that. Her Karana, what the hell? Why she didn't turn? I don't know. And I don't know about you guys, but when she runs the ropes, it's very, very slow. I don't know. I need to see some speed. I don't see no smooth movement. I don't see none of that. So I wasn't impressed, but hey, we need a filler for the Rumble, and this is it. Also, one thing. I always am a fan of Alexa Bliss, but you know where you lost me tonight? When you started that bullshit Bray Wyatt thing.
No. That's Alexa.
Anthony,
I've seen it once. I seen it twice.
And it was great. And it was fucking great.
Is this post-match where Bianca gets in the ring and something comes over Alexa as she looks for Sister Abigail, but she breaks the spell before connecting? We're talking about that moment?
I will say this, though. It does kind of lead me to a theory about a fraction being born here. I mean, you're going to take Bliss, right? So who else? It's kind of interesting.
How about you, Ann? What did you think of the match?
The match was fun. I was kind of just more going for Bayley because I feel Bayley is more of a contender than Bliss is. Because let's face it, she's not going to get that win. But Bliss did look good in the ring tonight. That's because she doesn't have Vince's administration creating these matches for her. It's Triple H giving them the freedom to do it. Not only that, we need to get Pritchard the fuck out of the office. Now the backstage, I fucking hate that guy. But overall the match was good. They both looked good. I just wish Bayley went over.
Okay. Lewis, what did you see?
I thought the match was pretty good. You could tell that this is definitely just filler till, whoever the next contender is. Because I thought Bayley was going to go over. But I like the fact that they're doing this Bray Wyatt stuff, because at the end of the day, there's really nothing for Alexa. So it's like, if we can give her the Bray Wyatt stuff, all right, there's something for you to do at least. You're not just a random person, just, all right, here, go wrestle and lose. Or go wrestle and win, but it means absolutely nothing.
I agree with you. They're definitely going to push her to that role 100% for the reason you said. And Jay is right. It's filler content for Rumble because Charlotte Flair is coming back, and I heard she's slated to take on Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Unfortunately, I wanted as well, Anthony, I wanted Bayley to be the one to take that title off Bianca before Mania, but it doesn't seem like that is in the cards, unfortunately.
No, but I mean, didn't they have a feud in NXT?
Who? Bayley and Bianca?
Yeah.
No, Bayley was there before Bianca. Way before.
I mean, but the feud that they had, going into War Games, I thought that was really good. They both did very well on the mic together with each other. I want to see how they do it, just them two.
Is there one more pay-per-view before Mania and Rumble? Or is it just Rumble and then... Because I think it used to be, right? Elimination Chamber, right? Or some shit?
Yeah.
Are they doing that Australian pay-per-view?
Did they scrap Elimination Chamber now?
No, they're doing... I think they're still doing it.
I wouldn't mind that being in a fucking just by itself, one match off. It shouldn't be a whole pay-per-view, but that's just me.
Yeah, but what the fuck do you do? How's that structure come down? Is that structure able to be... like moved up easily?
I don't know. I think it comes down. I think they have it elevated from the ring, and it just comes down, and then they put together the final pieces, and that's it. They put together the cages, I think, last. It's just 3 walls. Bang, bang, bang. Connects to the cage, clip-ons. It's bullshit.
Yeah. At least I'm actually happy that they're going to do that with Money in the Bank, though. Get rid of the pay-per-view and just make that like...
I'm super hyped that Money in the Bank is going back to WrestleMania. That's great fucking television. It makes for an exciting moment because, you know, there's all that mystery there. You don't know who's going to get the rub, who's going to get the moment, the push, all that.
Not only that, someone could... I'm sorry, just real quick.
No,
someone could win that briefcase and totally change...
And cash in that fucking night. That fucking night. Yeah, man. I mean, you could see Theory walk out the champion at the end of the night, maybe. Come take the title right off Cody or Rock or Roman or whoever the fuck they decide to
please do it against Rock. Please.
Who cares? Yeah, why not? That makes the perfect sense. Rock, yeah, he's the champion. Yeah, and then boom, Theory. Music. Nope. No, you're not.
Yeah.
A-Town down.
I feel the heat coming off the crowd.
Oh, yeah. They'll be furious. They'll be furious. But honestly, they're going to be... Yo, this might be... Yo, don't sleep right now and don't think that there's not a chance that The Rock gets booed at WrestleMania. It's fucking highly possible that he can get booed at WrestleMania if he wins the title. Because right now, there could be more Cody fans buying the tickets that already have the tickets at this point. You know what I'm saying?
But the problem with this is Triple H. If you're gonna have, because there's a report saying that Roman Reigns is wrestling both nights.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reports. I don't know. I don't. Let's not even get to reports about that, because who fucking knows? Who knows? It's all bullshit at this point. They're all full of shit, these fucking reports. Dave Meltzer and all these cocksuckers. Fucking guys just sit there and type random shit that they fucking think in their head. And they're like, fucking typing and babbling. Shut the fuck up. Sick of it. They try to ruin wrestling for everybody, man. There's no allure anymore, because, you know, you find out everything in 2 fucking seconds.
Savage, I just thought about what the first sound for your soundboard for the show should be.
That one right there?
You should ask Dave if you can clip it and use it.
Maybe. I don't know. We get a recap of Kurt Angle's birthday celebration on SmackDown. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I knew that was going to happen. I thought it was a cool moment with the milk truck and all that, with his son. And I'll just say this about SmackDown. I don't care what anybody thought, because we got to keep moving into Raw. But SmackDown had a nice resurgence for tag team wrestling, women and men. It was great. I like to see tag team taken seriously, and SmackDown looked like it was doing just that. We also got footage from earlier of American Alpha being interviewed. Chad Gable doesn't appreciate Byron Saxton's moronic milk puns and says Kurt Angle isn't good enough to be in the ring with them, and poor Otis has been washing milk out of his beard all weekend. They'll see then roll up. They're laughing about a video of the milk bath that Carl Anderson sent them while he was in Japan taking care of business. Chad says AJ Styles is a dinosaur just like Angle, and Styles challenges to a match. Lewis, I know you were talking about this in the chat, so I'll go straight to you. What did you think of the match between AJ Styles versus Chad Gable tonight?
I thought it was a great match. You know, I don't expect anything less from AJ Styles than a solid match. I don't expect anything less from Chad Gable. They're 2 solid wrestlers, and every single time they go out, they kill it. I think that the next level for Chad is a singles run and a solid, you know, championship singles run. I think he's
like that. Good. I like that. I love Gable.
He's got the heat too. He's got the heat.
Yeah, he's great.
I think for conversation's sake, I think that next year, I think they're gonna get a tag team title run first. There'll be one of the random tag team titles that wins, you know, whatever championship, and then they have a breakup, right? Like a dramatic breakup, and then Gable can go off into a singles career and a serious one.
But then what do you do with Otis? What do you do with Otis?
I don't fucking care what you do with Otis. That's what you do with Otis. He comes
playing poker again.
No, he comes walking out the heel run.
No, you know what I would do?
Next week.
You know what Otis could be great for, if you really want to know? Do you guys remember that run Big Show had where he came out doing everybody's gimmicks? Came out as a Hulk Hogan, came out as this guy, that guy, you know? Let Otis do that for like a year. He lost his identity. He doesn't know who he is anymore. One week he's the Godfather. The next week he's Papa Shango. Another week he's Brutus the Barber Beefcake. It's a great way to fucking, you know, just have content. Something. Maybe it could be funny. He's a funny guy, right? He's fat. He's funny. He has no neck.
Or you could do this. You don't break them up. Like, they don't have to necessarily be a tag team, but have Otis be a strong
enforcer. Otis the enforcer.
I like that. I like that. That's not bad. Imagine him coming out with a suit and he's all fucking business, and maybe he goes into a management role for a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I could see that, actually. That's not a bad idea. Maybe Gable convinces him, look, man, we can't get it done together, but I can get it done with you by my side.
And then just bring Moxley in,
No. His name is banned from WWE programming, man. Give a fuck about Moxley right now. Moxley needs to go take a fucking vacation so I can have a chance of missing him.
I'm kidding.
That's what I need. Get him off TV. Stop it. You need a break from him, too. You just don't realize it.
I never thought in my lifetime, like, when I heard the song Wild Things, like, I wouldn't have, like a goosebump kind of feel like, oh, I love this fucking jam. When I hear it, I'm just like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, if anything, they should sue Jon Moxley for ruining the song.
Anthony's gonna have a heart attack here.
All right, listen, AJ Styles wins the match by pinfall with the Styles Clash. Jay or Ant, anybody have anything else to add to this match?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are hitting everything on the money. I don't think I have any disagreements with you guys. I mean, I am impressed by Gable's wrestling style. I love how he countered the calf crusher to the ankle lock. I thought that was very nice. I mean, these guys definitely threw a banger. My only critique is I just kind of wish he'd kind of get out of the silly shit, like the whole milk thing and SmackDown. I don't think that was called for. I think it was unnecessary, to be honest. They could be doing other better things. And I don't really see the breakup. I have a different vision for them. I see them winning the tag titles after KO and Zayn win. I see them as the next person to take them off them.
I could see that. Yeah, that's where I think they're headed first. I think they're going to have a tag team title run first, try to sell some merch. If it doesn't go over as well, then they break up and Gable hopefully gets a serious gimmick. And I kind of like Anthony's idea. I really do. With Otis by his side as an enforcer. He reminds me of it looks like he ate Arn Anderson. And now he has evolved into like the supreme enforcer. He looks much scarier than Solo Sikoa. Am I wrong? Like, who would you rather fight, Solo Sikoa or Otis in a bar?
Neither.
That's a good answer.
You know what else? You know what could actually make him a dope solo run? Ask Kurt if he wants to come back and manage him. He could be like his guy. Like
maybe.
Ultimate wrestler being trained by.
I don't think we're gonna see Kurt again till his birthday next year when he soaks somebody else in milk. But who knows? We get backstage. Dexter Lumis, Johnny Gargano are brainstorming on what to do with all the money. And then Candice LeRae rolls up. She asks what's happening. They explain. She goes to get ready for her match, but points out that they have everything they need, and the holiday season is the time for giving. Gargano has an idea and tells Dexter to grab the cash, come along. Now we see Judgment Day make their entrance. They send us to a commercial break. And now we have a interview in gorilla position. Tozawa and the Street Profits are interviewed. Montez Ford explains that they came to Akira's aid because he is Akira Tozawa and nobody deserves to have salt poured on their wounds. Angelo Dawkins says Judgment Day acts like they run things, but it's the Profits and Tozawa who run things. Akira yells about wanting the smoke and drinks his whole cup in one pull. Now we get a match set up. Akira Tozawa and the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford versus the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, Finn Balor. By the way, Cameron, what's his name? Corey Graves tonight thinks that Mysterio should be called Caliente, right? Just one name, Caliente.
I agree.
I gotta admit, if I'm talking about Dom's overall performance tonight, I thought he was very impressive tonight in all his little angles. We're gonna get into it later tonight when a little something happened in his other appearance on Raw, which was in somebody else's match between Asuka and Rhea Ripley. We'll get into that later, though. But Jay, I'll go to you first. What did you think of this match? Judgment Day win by pinfall, right?
This match right here, I'm going to just tell you, this was match of the night for me. And I hate 6-man tag matches, but this had everything. This had sell. This had moves. I mean, how impressive was Damian Priest tonight? Jesus Christ,
always is.
Doing the wicked right hands, the south of heaven. He was just taking over the whole board. Even when he came out from the beginning, he was just very impressive. MVP of the whole match. Everybody did their part. I thought it was great. That's all I'm gonna say. Great match.
Okay. Lewis, how about you, man? What did you think of this match? Was this the match of the night for you, like Jay says?
I was gonna say, I agree with Jay. I thought this was a great match. I'm just happy Tozawa's getting screen time, like actual screen time. Not him doing something stupid.
Somebody who definitely deserves it.
100%.
I loved him in NXT. All his work, if you haven't watched Tozawa, go look up all his NXT shit. One of the highest flyers. He could probably jump as high as Montez Ford, if not higher. I mean, if you really go look at his NXT stomps, man, this guy was like almost hitting the ceiling on some of them. Fucking wild. Gilchi, did you see the match?
Yeah.
Was it a pass for you? You agree match of the night?
It was good. And I tell you what, man, I'm glad you said it first, because I'm not jumping on the Dominic bandwagon. We know we've talked about that at nauseum here. I see Jay already giving me the nods. But he looked good tonight. And listen, if this kid could develop his own style, he's young, he's athletic. You know, like we said, the luchador stuff with his footwork looks a little like awkward. So, you know, this Judgment Day that we wanted to, you know, stomp out before it went anywhere. I mean, you think about Priest is going to be, I mean, forget it. This kid's going to be a main event player. I think Rhea, when she gets her next title run, she should hold the belt for fucking 3 years. That's how dominant she is. And maybe Dominic could come out of this and end up being a really good wrestler. So this was actually surprisingly enjoyable for me tonight.
He's absolutely nailing all of this shit as far as like visuals, entertainment aspect, telling a story. I mean, he's been watching his father tell stories for 20 fucking years, 30 years, whatever it is. Long fucking time, man. Long fucking time. So, you know, he was bred for this. And it's nice to see the development coming through. You know? It's a process. It's not easy. Not everybody can just go and do this shit. There's a lot of wrestlers' sons that tried to wrestle and didn't do good. You don't believe me? Go look up, do the research. Look at all the wrestlers' sons who had a dark match, had a couple of runs, and where are they? They're gone. They're not wrestling anymore. They didn't make it. I'm not going to list names. Go do your own research. But I like the match as well. He's super impressive. Anthony, how about you, man? What did you see in this match? Were you happy that we were getting a six-man tag, or were you a little bummed out at first?
No, honestly, I loved that we were getting the six-man tag, and I'm going to just say Dominic. Like, I remember when at Clash at the Castle when Dominic turned on his father. I was like, this guy's gonna be, once he joins Judgment Day, and I knew it was gonna happen. Like, once this kid joins Judgment Day, that's it. This kid is gonna skyrocket on his own. And it was a good test for him, because now the kid's on his own. Yeah, he's got Priest and Balor and Ripley, but I mean, this kid is impressing me with his selling, with his you know, with his moves, with his combos, with how he's moving in the ring. Like, he's getting better than he was with his father.
Absolutely. You see the progression every single week, you know, especially with guys like Finn Balor. You know, it's not hard to get better.
I think we're missing one person. I think the most person that is impressive every week is Dawkins. How about that? Rhea Ripley. Very impressive, Dawkins.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Dawkins is the most improved superstar of the year. I've already said it multiple times. Gil, you have anything to add on this match, or are we moving on to Gargano and Dexter Lumis?
Sounds good.
All right, you got something?
Did you guys hear the natural heat that this kid was getting too?
Oh yeah, that's without a doubt.
That's what impressed me.
That's why he's over right now. Because of that. If it wasn't for the natural heat, we would have different reactions to him. But because the people are hating on him, booing him, we're also, you know, going along with the ride. We're like, oh, this is good shit. He's getting the crowd. He's winning them over. He's doing his fucking job. Bottom line.
Oh yeah.
I thought he would definitely have a mild crowd at this point who doesn't care.
No. They're into it right now. He's the hottest selling superstar right now, toy-wise. You saw it yesterday.
Yes, he is.
He's the hottest superstar selling toys right now on the market.
Elite, baby.
It's not a fucking joke. I went to a Walmart in Connecticut praying to see a few Mysterio figures, and I couldn't find one. But I did find a Uso championship pack, which apparently is going for $284 on eBay.
That's a day.
So I did okay today. But moving on. Do you guys want to know what happened with Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano with all that cash? What did they do with it, right? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. And you're going to find out a lot right now when you watch our new commercial, which is a lot about Christmas and the spirit of giving. And I want to give back to all these people I do this commercial about. So find out what happens with Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano when we're back when we're back right here on Wrestling with Savage. Ho, 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 everybody. Are you having problems with what you're going to get for Christmas this year? Well, Santa has good news just for you. The best idea for anyone you know that loves professional wrestling, make sure you tell Santa to pick you up one of these beautiful, busted open David LaGreca fat heads. Now, Santa's very busy this year, so if you don't want to wait till December 25th, then make sure you go over to podswag.com/bustedopen and pick up your David LaGreca fathead, your busted open t-shirts, sweatshirts, onesies, mugs, Christmas ornaments, and anything else you could think to ask Santa for. Everybody, go on over right now to podswag.com/bustedopen and pick up your merchandise for the best wrestling podcast in the world today. Well, ho, 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 it's that time of the year, and if you want Santa's recommendation for what you should get your friends, the best gift that you can give anyone this year is this gorgeous, beautiful, custom Wrestling with Savage t-shirt, which you can pick up today. Just head on over to wrestlingwithsavage.com and we'll put your order in. You can get any color you want. Make sure you get your order in ASAP so Santa's little helpers can put it together for you and get it straight to your door for Christmas Eve. Make sure that you order today. WrestlingWithSavage.com. We work directly with the North Pole and Santa Claus and everybody you know and love. There will make no better gift than this. This is the best gift you can get anyone you know. It's warm, it's nice material, it's beautiful, and it's got a picture of my favorite person in the world, Savage. Head on over to WrestlingWithSavage.com now. Hey, boys and girls, are you looking for that perfect Christmas gift this year, but you just don't know what to do or where to go? Well, Santa's got some good news for you. It's going to be okay. Head on over to the Wrestling Universe in Queens and see my friend Jack and Lewis. They're all there. They're waiting to take your order. They know what you want, and they have it, because they have everything when it comes to wrestling collectibles, goodies, toys, figures, signs, chairs, gear. They have it all. Head on over to the Wrestling Universe in Queens now. What are you waiting for? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back into Monday Night Raw with Dexter Lumis, Johnny Gargano, basically rolling up to the concession stand. They're buying all the merch at the booth. Johnny says they're going to need something to carry it all in. He's got a good idea. They walk off to the ring. Dexter gives a kid a teddy bear on his way through. Miz and Dexter Lumis come on down. It's the whole, I didn't like the whole segment. I guess it's cool that they're giving stuff out, but they could have did this a lot better. I don't like how Miz is being used right now. This whole fucking thing feels like a joke. Dexter Lumis is supposed to be like a serious serial killer with a fucking hatchet, but he's rolling around with Johnny Gargano, shooting out fucking guns. Like, I just feel like this is a bad way to start off a serious character's gimmick. I get it. Maybe down the road he'll snap, spaz out, and do his whole fucking Dexter Lumis is a psycho thing. But this isn't the way I would start off my build of a psycho. Lewis, do you agree with what they're doing with Dexter Lumis?
I agree with what you just said. I think it's, when I look at Dexter Lumis, I see Michael Myers. And I don't get a Michael Myers vibe from him handing out t-shirts to people in the front row.
Jay? Got anything on this, Jay? Nothing? He's done.
I didn't even hear. Maybe I got some.
What do you think about Miz, Dexter Lumis, and the fact that they're making Dexter look like a fucking goof?
I'm gonna disagree with what you say on one thing. Dexter Lumis always been like this. He always been kind of in the silly shit, so I don't expect nothing less. So I expect this.
All right. Gilch, how about you? How does this whole story with the Miz? Next week it's going to be Double or Nothing, but Miz has to... Basically, Miz tries to steal the money back. He comes out, attacks fucking Dexter, tries to steal the money back. Adam Pearce comes out, stops him, says, go give back the money, and then they work out a deal where they're going to compete again in another ladder match next week on Raw for Double or Nothing. But in order for the Miz to get the match, he has to dress up like a fucking elf, go take pictures with fans. Very embarrassing for Mr. Mike. John, Gilcher, what do you think about this? Or do you not give a fuck?
If you would have told me 3 months ago that Johnny Gargano was going to retire, right? And then tell me that I'd be so fucking sick of the garbage that they're doing with him 1 month in. I'd be like, you're crazy. You know, he's probably about to win the Rumble. So, what the fuck? That's it. That's all.
This is just a showcase of having high expectations off a guy that hasn't been properly introduced to the main roster, so he's not going to automatically just come in and sell merch like other main roster guys. And that's the problem. They're gauging a lot of these guys by fan interaction, fan excitement, fan merchandise sales. So you have Johnny Gargano, who all the NXT fans and all the hardcore indie wrestling fans all know and love and appreciate, but the mainstream fans don't know who this guy is yet. And that's why he's out there slinging fucking t-shirts, because they're trying to introduce him to them. But in the process, they're making him look like a fucking idiot.
This is certainly not a guy who looks like he's on
he doesn't look like a guy that's got a nickname
to be a world fucking champion.
He doesn't look like a guy that should have the nickname Mr. Wrestling, Johnny Wrestling.
Thank you.
You know, it's Johnny fucking Bozo right now. That's his nickname, Johnny fucking Bozo. And it's fucking sad because 3-4 months ago, Jay couldn't get off this guy's shit talking about he's the new babyface of the company. Fuck Cody.
All right. Not bad mouthing him.
I love Johnny Wrestling, but I don't love what they're doing to him right now. I just don't. And I don't think anybody does. No Johnny Gargano fan is happy with what they're seeing on TV. The kid should just be out there having bangers. He shouldn't even have a fucking microphone in his hand. He should wrestle a full 52-week calendar year before he even says a fucking word. And then the first 2 words he says should be Johnny Wrestling. And he just walks off. And you've seen him wrestle for 52 weeks, and you know, oh shit, that's Johnny fucking Wrestling, baby. You know what I mean? No, but they don't have brains. This is Road Dogg booking. This is Road Dogg. Or somebody back there on fucking the drugs they don't test for. Don't piss me off right now, man. Anthony, I'm going to go to you real quick. Do you have anything to add to this, or can we just move on to the match between Candice LeRae and Io Sky? Io Sky wins by pinfall with a moonsault. You want to just talk to me about that match and what it did for you?
Honestly, nothing.
Okay, I agree with you. You like what I did right there? How I just completely skipped the fact that I don't even care what you think about Dexter and Johnny, and we just go straight into more shit that I know you don't even care about.
But wait a minute. But here's what I'm going to say, and what really pisses me off is that they could be building Miz better. They're not building Miz at all. They're putting him in a joke segment. Like, this guy used to get naturally hated by the crowd. People hated him. You love to hate him. Now people are looking at Miz like, what the fuck are we doing to this guy?
Yeah, but you got to understand. Listen, you can't hate so many people. You want all that heat to be on Dom? You can't have other characters that are going to get more heat than your main heel right now. Right now, don't think that WWE doesn't know who their main heel is right now. It's Dom. Dom is their main heel.
But Miz is better than this.
Oh, yeah, we know that.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Miz is better than this. Miz is, from what I'm seeing, he's getting better.
Getting better? No. Miz is a fucking legend. He beat John Cena at WrestleMania. The guy doesn't have to do anything else the rest of his fucking career. He could come out every Monday Night Raw and keep saying he beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Suck my ass. I'm better than you. Yes, you're right. He can come on and do that. But right now, you can't, because there's too many sharks in the water. With the Roman Reigns of the world, the Bobby Lashleys, the Seth Rollins, the Cody Rhodes, Miz ain't going to walk in that ballpark, son. It just ain't going to happen right now. It ain't going to happen.
But you're telling me that they can't put him in anything better than what they're doing with him right now?
Anything would be better than this.
Exactly.
Anything would be better than this. All right, does anybody have anything to say about the match with Candice LeRae and Io Sky? Okay, that's your indication to not watch that match. It was a waste of time. Fast forward it. You can watch the video replay of the attack on Elias if you like watching the same content over and over again. I hate the fact that we waste time on TV to replay stupid shit instead of just give that wrestler that time to have more camera time. Like, let Elias have an extra 40, 60 seconds singing and dancing or whatever he's doing. Now we get a promo with Kevin Owens and Elias. Kevin Owens is interviewed backstage. He says Solo Sikoa is a very, very dangerous man. Elias then rolls up. He wants to chat with Kevin, asks him to be in his corner against Solo Sikoa tonight. Owen basically says, I don't think so. reminds him of months and months of mental torment Elias put him through. Elias insists it was his brother, but KO points out the last time they were in the ring together, he got smashed over the head with a guitar. Elias tries to sell him on it, but he's just done. He walks off. He's done. He's fucking done. I kind of like the fact that they're going back to this storyline because we never really got any kind of finality there. And real quick, before I ask you guys what you think about all this, I just love the fact that Kevin Owens is the one that killed Ezekiel off TV, right? So there is a storyline, there is a history there. I don't know about you, but I kind of want to see it play out. Maybe even at WrestleMania, big spotlight match between Kevin Owens and Elias. That could do a lot for Elias's career. All right, we know what Ann thinks. Jay, how about you with that?
No,
what?
Wait,
go.
Here's why. Because here's my thing. If there's kind of going to be a Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens kind of reuniting to take on the Usos, why would you want to put Kevin in another match at WrestleMania?
Because we don't know if that's happening yet. It's not. I don't think there's a concrete plan of that yet. Or this could be all filler content. Because I feel like, unfortunately, Elias is being just put in that filler category. And just, we're doing whatever the fuck with him. And, it doesn't really matter if the stories go nowhere or if he gets fucked. Whatever. I don't know. Jay, how about you? Okay. Did you enjoy the concert with Elias? Basically, he got over, right? The crowd was singing. He got the chance. It looked like this crowd was much more responsive than the last time he came out, and got no response. What did you see tonight in the match between Elias and Solo Sikoa? Which I thought was a great match. I liked it. I didn't think it was the best match of the night, but I thought Elias got off some decent moves. That Spinebuster looked hella good. But at the end of the day, Solo doing what Solo does, putting people down. He's the enforcer for the bloodline. He's gonna, we know he's gonna win. What did you think of that match, Jay?
I just think they really messed up this Elias character, Ezekiel. I know you mentioned before that you like how they went back to the storyline. I just don't like it. I kind of liked it when it was buried and done. The fact to bring it up, and I know it's for comic relief and all that, I get it. But I think it's just unnecessary. I think it's something you could do without. And, I'm starting to have a bad taste with Kevin Owens. I mean, I love the repackage. I love him being a prize fighter and then doing his pop-up finisher. But that lasted 1 week. And now it's like stunner here and stunner here. And this is the 1, 2, 3. And I really don't like that. You want to use it as a moveset, that's fine. But as a finisher, I don't like it. I'm not a fan. So, I'm glad he got stunned at the end. But I just feel bad. I really had high hopes for Elias when he got repackaged and came back, but it's just telling me it's just leading to disappointment.
Speaking of stunners, man, even Solo Sikoa took a stunner. Fans were chanting Sami Uso.
We all know. The only reason I don't talk about Solo is because he's very impressive to me.
He's always impressive.
Getting saved. But just think about Elias. This guy could be impressive too, and we all saw what he did with the crowd, with the song. I thought that was pretty great. I didn't think anything bad about it, but I mean, we get this. It's like, where do we go from here?
Listen, all I got to say is this, and I'm going to go to Ant on what he thought of this whole segment. There's 3 kinds of wrestlers. Wrestlers that you never want to see again, wrestlers that have to earn and win you over, or wrestlers that just take you from the moment you fucking see them for the first goddamn time. And Solo's that guy. Solo's in that category. Solo is impressive from the first second you see him all the way up till modern time right now. Content is fucking money. He's gold. He's awesome. That's why he skipped Braun Breaker and came straight to the fucking bloodline. Because it's believable and it's sellable. They're selling the shit out of it. Ant, what did you think of this match? And KO.
I thought it was. I like the match. The ending felt kind of flat for me. But going to what Jay said, you gotta I just think that they just have something bigger in store for KO coming up, and they're just letting him finish the year with little things. like, hey, you know, you want to be on TV here, you know, go in this spot here, do this here, you know, just to keep them going.
I mean, absolutely. They wanted him to have TV time because at the end of the day, who was the one standing tall at the end of the night in that segment? It's Kevin Owens, stunning Solo, stunning Elias. You know, that might sell some toys, might sell some shirts.
Notice how he didn't try to go after Sammy.
Well, Sammy did a good job of getting the fuck out of there real quick. But yeah, I get what you're saying. There's still that mutual love right there that he won't admit, for sure. But that's all going to come full circle. They have to go with that storyline over anything else. But maybe Elias plays into it some way. I don't know. Gilch, how about you, man? Do you think this is going to happen? A match, Kevin Owens and Elias again? Or are we done with this? Doesn't look like we're done. He just stunned him.
Oh, well, I don't think we're done. And that's all I have to say. I've had it with this.
Usually when someone gets hit with a stunner, it leads to a match. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's the usual Bruce Pritchard way.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that mute with a for the cough. That was clutch, Lewis. Lewis is clutch with a mute on the cough. You see that? Take example, guys. You guys are all good with it. Jay's pretty good with it. I never hear Gilch cough.
I'm push to talk.
You're push to talk. Oh, that's smart. That's an intelligent man right there, man. Who are you repping today? What hat is that? Super Kick Party? God damn it, man. You know what? I gotta say this. Fuck that hat. Fuck the Bucks too. Fucking bastards.
Keep it.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. All right. Anyway, the concert from Elias was cool. At least I did appreciate that they let him sing for a little bit because I'm a big Elias fan. I love him. I just don't like what they've been doing with him over the last several years. I haven't really loved his work since he was the Drifter. We get a tribute to the Troops video package. And now we got a match that I was actually excited about when I heard about it because I didn't know it was coming. I'm just sitting here getting caught up with Raw, and then all of a sudden it's Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. You know, on paper, I was like, oh shit, Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. You know, that's like a dream match almost. That sounds great. Asuka doesn't have any makeup on. She looks like she has a more serious approach. It was a very good actual match. I liked it. It had a nice finish that was unique. It still let Asuka look strong, but Rhea picking up the big win with a riptide. I think she was trying to get the mist in Ripley's face, but ends up catching Dom with it. And then Dom's just all fucked up. But Mommy's going to get the job done. Lewis, what do you think about Mommy picking up the big win tonight against Asuka?
I mean, she looked dominant. It looked really good. I liked it. I think the bigger take is we know this is probably going to go somewhere with Asuka. You know, she's going to get pissed off of just, you know, she hasn't really been winning. And I think this is going to lead to kind of a character like she had in Japan. Like a deeper, more cynical character. So I'm really actually more curious to see what comes out of that.
That's a good take. Jay, how about you? Where do you think this is going? Are we getting more matches with Asuka and Rhea? Or is Rhea going straight to the top of the women's division before Mania?
Yeah, for Asuka's taking it was a decent match, you know. You know what Asuka could bring to the table, and Rhea Ripley kind of shined in this match. Even Dom had his shining moments. Everything kind of played perfectly well here. So,
I was a big fan of Dom's work in this match. He sold it perfectly, did the job well. Rhea still goes over. Sick riptide, hard hitting, a lot of nice connecting shots from Asuka, making everything look, you know, real. And it looked like tonight she was business. She wasn't doing any silly shit, screaming. She was wrestling, kicking, hitting, stomping, running, hitting the fucking ropes. This was a professional wrestling match. Make no mistake about it. Ant, what did you think about this match?
I loved it. I loved everything about it. When she spit whatever the hell she spit in Dom's face, the way Dom sold it. Ripley just kind of taking advantage to that distraction. She did a great job in that match. Ripley. I'm loving Ripley.
Who isn't loving Ripley?
Whole thing, and I'm loving the whole thing with her and Dominic. I'm loving it. I'm loving that whole little.
It's one of the hottest storylines in WWE. It's probably, in my opinion, second right after Bloodline. Hottest storyline in the WWE.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see another storyline competing. And not even Seth Rollins and Cody right now has the heat that Mommy and Dom have over there, man. Gilch, what's your take on all this? Did you think Rhea Ripley looked phenomenal tonight like I did?
Always.
Absolutely stunning, man.
Nothing new there.
I'll say this. If this match goes 5-6 minutes longer, it's probably match of the night. Easily. I thought it was that good of a match, and it had like an old school kind of wrestling finish to it, you know? Just, you know, nice, dramatic fucking win that lets both people go over looking good and wanting more. You know, because Asuka's clearly going to want a match.
I see a feud.
Yeah.
And this is if they do it with this feud, this is going to be with these two. I'm gonna love every minute of watching it. I'm going to be honest.
The wrestling fans are the winners on this one. If we get to see 2 or 3 more good matches from this. Corey Graves goes on to say Asuka is ruining Christmas. And don't forget that Dom is probably, according to Corey Graves, Dom is the most legendary luchador of all fucking time. Okay? According to Corey Graves. Don't quote me on that shit. I didn't say it. We get a promo from Ziggler talking about the U.S. Championship. You need to be able to put that title on your shoulders and put this show on your back. Which I agree with him. And I think Theory, Seth Rollins are 2 people that are both capable of doing that. I don't think Bobby Lashley's capable of putting the show on his back, though. Hot take right there. I just don't. From an entertainment standpoint, Mike's standpoint, I just don't see him putting it on his back. We got a video package of Theory beating the shit out of Ziggler, abusing him. One of his more dominant appearances on Raw this year. Very impressive with this. We're going to get the main event now. Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley for the #1 contenders match for the United States Championship. Theory watching backstage. I thought this match, when I saw what time it was when this match started, I was a little worried. Because I'm like, oh man, what is this going to be? Like a 15-minute match, 14-minute match, 12-minute match? And Seth wins clean. Bobby no-sells a pedigree and manages to get fired at the end of the night. That's how Raw goes off the air. Bobby Lashley gets fired, eats a pedigree, just gets up like he's the Terminator, doesn't give a fuck about the pedigree. Big fuck you to Triple H, maybe. I don't know. You think he did that on purpose? Was that planned? Was that written? Lewis, I'll go to you first. What's your thoughts on the match, the ending?
I thought the match was good. I mean, I knew Seth was probably going to come out of this the winner. But I'm just curious where they're going to go with this. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with Bobby. You know.
He fired his ass. For now, at least. Jay, I'll go to you because you're always talking about people getting fired. You saw it live.
So this is where I'm just gonna try to make this as fast as possible. This was the most laziest match that I think I ever seen Seth Rollins had. I mean, everything was just so bad. From Bobby Lashley doing that, whatever, if that was a neck breaker, that just looked horrible. Everything was just off. The knee from the ring apron to Lashley. I was not loving this match. I'm going to disagree with you, though. Lashley can't carry anything, any company. We all seen it do it at Impact for how many years? So I think he could do it here as well. But overall, I don't know if it was just an off day or these guys just say, hey, you know what? We're just going to do a bunch of shit and let's just try to make it look good. And that's what I got over here. I was not into this match, and that's surprising coming from probably 2 of the top stars in Raw right now.
Yeah, I wasn't intrigued by this match, man. It felt repetitive. I felt like we saw it already between them.
That pedigree was shit.
And, you know, usually you know me. I'm a Seth Rollins guy. He's my #1 guy. He's my #1 guy. I'll say it again. Seth Rollins is my #1 guy.
And I like Lashley, and Lashley could bring it, and we all know.
And I wasn't excited about this match.
With the right dance partner, you could have a match, but I don't know what it was. Maybe it was an off day tonight, but I just didn't like it.
Gilch, how about you, Ann? What'd you think of the ending of Raw tonight? Bobby Lashley getting fired. Obviously, it's got to be storyline related, right? He'll be back before Mania, right?
Who fucking cares?
I agree with the Gilch right there. Yeah, who fucking cares? This shit was... I didn't like the ending to Raw tonight at all. And you know what would have served better? It would have served better if they made this like a triple threat, fatal 4-way, #1 contenders match. Give 2 other superstars a spotlight on the main event, and Seth Rollins can still win and look even better because he beat all these people. And you give more spotlight. Why not have Elias and Kevin Owens in this match? Fatal fucking 4-way, #1 contender for the United States Championship. Theory ringside on commentary. I don't know. Because Road Dogg's running the show, maybe? I don't know. Somebody tell me.
Bruce.
Ugh.
It's Bruce, I'm telling you.
Fucking brutal, man. But anyway, that's been Monday Night Raw for you. There's a lot more wrestling coming to you this week. We got NXT tomorrow night. We got Dynamite Wednesday night. I might even have to watch Impact on Thursday to see what's going on between Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer. And Saturday, me and Gilch will be in Philadelphia. Lewis, are you coming down there, or you have to be at the store?
No, I'm going to be at the store.
I believe Jack's coming down there, so me, Gilch, will be in Philly representing for Wrestling with Savage. We'll be watching the main event between Bully Ray and Matt Cardona. And hopefully Bully Ray can leave Matt Cardona busted open. But we'll have to wait.
No, bad prediction.
Well, why? Matt can win, but let him get busted open.
He's got to win.
Okay.
Don't speak evil of Mr. Matt Cardona.
I never said he wouldn't win.
First of his name, conquering hero.
Last time I checked, he likes to bleed almost as much as Moxley.
Oh, yeah.
No, not really. That's why he doesn't want to do any of the GCW shit. He did one match and he was
Well, I mean, Lewis, if you went to a show and somebody threw a pizza fucking slicer at your forehead, you probably wouldn't want to go back either.
Yeah, it would definitely deter me from going back.
It would put a dampen on the night, man. There's no need for that. But we're going to find out what happens in Philly this Saturday. A lot of great matches, a lot of legends. It is sold out, so you can't come to the show. But I believe you can still come to the convention they're having earlier in the day. You can meet legends like Rhino, Rob Van Dam, the Dudley Boys. There's going to be a lot of other people there. Jack Hager, Orange Cassidy. Who else am I missing, Gilch? There's a ton of people. Matt Cardona. Who else? There's a lot.
Go meet Abe Knuckleball Schwartz in his first appearance outside of WWE.
Okay.
Like, in that gimmick.
Huh.
Maybe. All right, Jay, real quick, we're going to cover Deadline tomorrow night on the NXT show. I'll be here. Ant will be here. Lewis, if you want, you're invited. You can come talk about Deadline. Did you catch Deadline, by the way?
It's going to be a banger. It's going to be a banger. I'm telling all the fans.
Lewis,
right
you caught Deadline?
My takes tomorrow.
What did you think was a better pay-per-view before we cut off the show? Deadline or Final Battle?
Probably Final Battle.
Yeah, I give it the Final Battle too. And you can find out why I give it the Final Battle tomorrow night live when we cover NXT Deadline and NXT.
My sources just text me right now. They said that Elimination Chamber is happening February 18th in Canada.
Interesting.
Montreal.
Okay. All right, a lot can happen between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, and Elimination Chamber could change the whole face of WrestleMania. We've seen, it used to be Backlash, right? After the Rumble? Back in the day? No Way Out. Okay, No Way Out. Yeah, but we used to see title changes happen sometimes at No Way Out, and it would just change WrestleMania drastically. So who knows what we're going to see in the year of 2023. It's going to be two things to remember before we end the show. 2023 is going to be the first full year Triple H is running the company, and 2023 is going to be the first WrestleMania that Triple H is fully in control of. Really think about that.
William Regal.
Woo! As a vice president. Shout out to William Regal. Yes, sir, you are correct. Vice President, breaking news.
Shout out to Kylie Ray. She just had her in debut WWE. So shout out to Kylie Ray, man. Finally.
Man, there's a lot of stars on the rise right now. But Tony Khan, you better start paying attention to the Monday Night Raw product. You might need some fucking help next year, and you might need to trim the fat.
You know what's funny?
I heard Miro.
2018, and then she just quit.
Dude, I heard Miro is on his way to the WWE next year. He's done. He doesn't want to be on TV. And I think Samoa Joe calling his name out at that media scrum was Tony Khan. He's telling him, yeah, just say Miro's name. Maybe he'll want to hang around if he hears he's going to have a fight with you. That's what I think. But we're going to find out more about wrestling and AEW. Again, thank you guys for all being here. Anthony, Gilch, thank you guys for coming to the Creative Pro, donating the toys. It was a great time. Shout out to Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, and the entire cast of the Creative Pro Wrestling School. Max Caster, if you ever watch this fucking show, you should thank your lucky fucking stars that you got to beat the best tag team in the world, FTR, and take advantage of it. Take advantage of it, baby.
Bronson, Mark Sterling, everybody.
Everybody. Lewis, again, thank you for being here. Shout out to the Wrestling Universe. Make sure you head down there, pick up all the fucking toys. Jack's got cool shit down there that you're not going to find anywhere else. Autographed figures, collectibles, memorabilia, wrestling gear, boots, posters, cardboards, comics, signed cards, everything wrestling related for the wrestling lover in your life can be found at thewrestlinguniverse.com. Shout out to David LaGreca, Busted Open. Head on over to podswag.com/bustedopen. Pick up all your merchandise from them today. The perfect Christmas gift. Fathead David LaGreca. As you can see, CM Punk is in the room right now. I'm going to go feed him some cupcakes right after this. This is Wrestling with Savage, and we're fucking done. We'll see you tomorrow night live. Ho, 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 everybody. Are you having problems with what you're going to get for Christmas this year? Well, Santa has good news just for you. The best idea for anyone you know that loves professional wrestling, make sure you tell Santa to pick you up one of these beautiful, busted open David LaGreca fat heads. Now, Santa's very busy this year, so if you don't want to wait till December 25th, then make sure you go over to podswag.com/bustedopen and pick up your David LaGreca fathead, your busted open t-shirts, sweatshirts, onesies, mugs, Christmas ornaments, and anything else you could think to ask Santa for. Everybody, go on over right now to podswag.com/bustedopen and pick up your merchandise for the best wrestling podcast in the world today. Well, ho, 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 it's that time of the year, and if you want Santa's recommendation for what you should get your friends, the best gift that you can give anyone this year is this gorgeous, beautiful, custom Wrestling with Savage t-shirt, which you can pick up today. Just head on over to wrestlingwithsavage.com and we'll put your order in. You can get any color you want. Make sure you get your order in ASAP so Santa's little helpers can put it together for you and get it straight to your door for Christmas Eve. Make sure that you order today. WrestlingWithSavage.com. We work directly with the North Pole and Santa Claus and everybody you know and love. They will make no better gift. This is the best gift you can get anyone you know. It's warm, it's nice material, it's beautiful, and it's got a picture of my favorite person in the world, Savage. Head on over to WrestlingWithSavage.com now. Hey, boys and girls, are you looking for that perfect Christmas gift this year, but you just don't know what to do or where to go? Well, Santa's got some good news for you. It's going to be okay. Head on over to the Wrestling Universe in Queens and see my friend Jack and Lewis. They're all there. They're waiting to take your order. They know what you want, and they have it, because they have everything when it comes to wrestling collectibles, goodies, toys, figures, signs, chairs, gear. They have it all. Head on over to the Wrestling Universe in Queens now. What are you waiting for?